Well, as we move into part six of this series, color me mistaken. I talked about these pieces. I talked about this piece. And I talked about the arm pieces. But I hadn't yet talked about this piece. Although I did mention it in my last video for long haul. This is the arm piece for hook, or the gun piece for hook. And being our grand finale of the individual members, I think it's fitting that we end with the top of Devastator's body. That's right, he is the head case. He's the head, the top, the brains of Devastator. Yeah, he's the brains of Devastator. This is Voyager class Hook. Okay, everybody, welcome back to the channel for part number 6 in this Combiner Wars Titan class Devastator series. This is Voyager Hook. Here's how he compares with Generation's Blitzwing. Here's how he compares with a modern day leader class. And I haven't done comparisons with all of these guys because they all kind of have the same thing. They scale generally well, but there's something that seems off about their proportions. I don't know, they seem bigger, larger head. I'm not 100% sure. As a unit, the Constructicons look fantastic together. So getting into this guy, color, paint apps, 10. 10, it's hook, there's his, there's his hooky head. I love the purple, I love the details on the chest, I love the green, it's so bright and vibrant. So 10. We go into posability, playability. First of all, he rolls great in vehicle mode. There's no doubt about it. I love him in vehicle mode. He rolls tremendously well. In this mode, head will move left and right. It can look up and down a little bit. Arms, now you'll notice I do not have the transformation completely done where this comes right down on the shoulders, because if you leave it up a little bit, look at that. Shoulders can go way out. I like the added posability. They could go right around if I want. There's a deep elbow bend all the way. Again, it looks weird. They can go across his body based on the shoulder hinge. They can kind of go across his body, but not bend down to go across his body. And there's a swivel. The legs can do the splits all the way. He does have ankle tilts. Not as deep as some of them, but he does have ankle tilts. Legs go forward. Legs go back. And there is a nice bend at the knee, not quite 90 degrees. So posability, playability. I'm going to give this guy an 8. I'm giving him an 8 for 2 reasons. One, this foot on mine tends to pop off the joint a lot. It's easy, you just pop it back on, but it shouldn't happen at all. And in vehicle mode, though he rolls like a champ, this arm does nothing. It goes up and down, doesn't extend, it doesn't do anything. Nice silver paint app though at the head of it. So paint apps, I'm giving him a 10. Posability, playability, an 8. And we'll see how the Perfect Effects Combiner Wars Titan Class Devastator PC07 upgrade kit affects this guy later on down the road. For now, let's just keep going. Transformation is the next thing. So far his score is pretty good, a 10 and an 8. Let's see how his transformation goes. Well, if you can look in his back, you'll see. Can you see that? You can see a hinge in here. That hinge should be all the way down in robot mode. I have about midway. So we begin by pulling that hinge all the way up. So it's as high as it can go. Then we want to fold in his fists and lock his arms into position so that they're perfectly straight. Next, bring up the shoulder and push it in. Bring up the shoulder and push it in. And you can see he's already starting to come together. Now we need to deal with the legs. And this really should have swiveled, I think. Now we need to deal with the legs. When it comes to the legs of this guy, you're just pulling the front of him off. Right here. And you pull the front of it off. It is what it is. These two pieces will hinge back. There's a black hinge in here. That will hinge back. And then using this tab here, legs will go together, just like that. Feet, flip. Why is this one not? Ooh. And see what I mean about the foot popping off, folks? That's right, the foot will pop off, and we just pop it back on. There you go. Bend up to 2 feet. They come up in underneath, and you squeeze it all together. And once you have it all squeezed together, we have Hook in vehicle mode. And yeah, he rolls well. Easy transformation. I like it. Now we're going to put him though in Devastator mode. And that means getting this piece and this piece next to each other. So how do we do that? Well, let's begin by putting his arms here down, just so we know what we're working with. We have a hinge here, and we have a hinge here. You bring that piece forward, and presumably you'll bring this piece forward. Though sometimes it doesn't want to work. Like right now, on camera. Why is that not working right now? You're embarrassing me, Hook. On camera. There we go. We bring both of them forward, and then we have a little tab here and a little slot here, and those two sections will tab together just like that. We had his arms down. This arm you can put back straight. This arm, leave it down because it's going to help us with combine mode. Finally, epic head reveal comes out. And boom, there's the upper body of the Mammoth Devastator. We can also put this forward and flick that section out, that black section out. It will be used for the arm. Over on this side, if we can get our nail in around it, we flick that out, and that will be used for the other arm. And down bottom, we flip out, and on the back, we flip down this black piece. So in the end, not only do we have the torso and the head, beautiful head sculpt on Devastator, by the way, in case I don't get a chance to show it in the combined video with him so large. I love it, and I love the visored look rather than the eyes. But down in underneath, when we put him together, he's going to be the trickiest part. Devastator connects here. He connects with a slot up in this foot. He connects with this hand. He connects with this chest piece, and he connects with a slot over here. All in all, transformation for Hook to all modes, a 10. So here's what we have so far. For Bone Crusher, a 9. For Scavenger, a 10. For Mixmaster, an 8. For Scrapper, a 7. For Long Haul, a 7.5. And for this guy, we have a beautiful 8.5. Let's see how they all go together when we do the combined video next, as we march on ever closer to the PC07 Perfect Combiner upgrade set. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time inside the video.